swear to God, if the desktop audio doesn't work this time, but it looks like it's working. So, hi friends. Oh man, dude, it's been a week. It's been a week. How are you guys all doing today? Well, I think we don't have much planned for today. I don't, at least, because I don't know. You guys just tell me what you want to do. You know, we'll just figure it out. We're just gonna wing it, because I know one thing I don't want to do is any more Gunsmoke Frontline. I am so tired of that game mode. No, I just sometimes you just gotta. I'm doing okay, Paul. I'm a little burned out. I know it's weird to say for a game with no content. It's weird to be burned out, but I am. I think interacting too much with the gacha game community has just woof. You know, it just wears on your soul. What's up, Wooly? Well, we're gonna gamble a teeny tiny bit. I got some standard tickets we're gonna use up, because I forgot to do it last week. I got so excited by our, like, as usual. I don't know why I'm so excited about him. The as usual 30 pulls in to get character. So we're gonna do a little bit of standard tickets. I think I think we have enough to guarantee something. Yeah, are we on a? I can't ever remember. We checked this last week. My mind's like Swiss cheese. Okay, so it is a guarantee. So we're getting a whoever we put here, which I guess is gonna be Tolo, because I don't really see a reason to get any of these other ones. So we're gonna grab one of those in a minute, and you know, then we're just gonna kind of do whatever. Paul, you've been having fun with the new boss, huh? I mean, it's not a bad boss. It's just it's the usual Gunsmoke stuff. It's like too much at one time, right? There's a million and one ways to fix and make Gunsmoke better. I think one of the easiest ones would just be like, don't have it for a week straight. I get really tired of logging in every night and then spending 20 to 40 minutes doing the runs, right? It's just really tedious, you know. And then you got 3 weeks of nothing. It's like, why don't you just make it like the weekly boss? Like I said, there's so many ways you can fix it. I'm not even gonna go into it, but anyway, I'm a little tired of it. Tired of them. Glad to go back to taking a break after this. You know what else I didn't notice? Watch, somebody's gonna watch this and they're gonna be like, holy shit, I didn't know this either. This Voyager pass, right? The one that's, you know, in the normal spot, that is not the same as this Voyager pass. And as you can see, I have a very significantly different level on this one. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get this one completed. Yeah, I didn't know that. So this one's only level 22, and this one is the usual, like, almost maxed out. So that's gonna be fun. I mean, I knew that there were supposed to be 2 passes this week. I didn't realize that they're literally the exact same interface. They were called something slightly. I didn't even realize this was a different name up here. This is a total me moment, so I got no one to blame for myself. But I just assumed these buttons were both taking me to the exact same thing, and I wasn't paying attention close enough. So I'm a little behind on the one. Oh, Paul says, I appreciate that the new Gunsmoke boss is not as easy as the bear, or the last one, you mean, Berserker. Yeah, I don't know, Paul, do you have like a high investment account? Do you run like a lot of high segment units? Because that's been kind of my experience with a lot of the Gunsmoke bosses, is like, when it comes to this boss, you're right, is like the ceiling to kill this boss is way higher. You're not going to kill this boss by just borrowing one segment 6. You probably need a segment 6 of your own, and then maybe a segment 6 borrowed, or maybe some like really good optimization if you're going to get a kill. It's not as like plug and play as the last one. The last one was like, oh hey, you got a Hyohan or a Niketa, it's like free kill. Now you're right. This time around, it's not so easy. And the buffs this time around are gross. Like, what's today? I didn't even look for today. What do we got? Heavy ammo, within 6. Chain Spark is good. And this is just absolutely fucking trash. This does like, I think what 2 units in the game use this macchiato and a unit that we don't have. So yeah, at least Chain Smart's good. This one can carry you pretty hard. This is gross. This one doesn't. I don't think this one works. I really don't. I mean, I don't really have a good way to test this, but I just feel like this one's not working as intended. I feel like half the time when you're supposed to get the damage bonus, you don't for whatever reason. I have no proof of that. This is just my conspiracy theory. Anyway, I'll do that later. That's a later problem. Yeah, I know the 2 battle passes were for the acceleration, Paul. I just was too stupid to realize that they were in 2 separate spots. I thought they were just ending them quicker, right? I thought this one was just available for like 15 or whatever, 21 days, and then the next one was going to be available right after. I just didn't realize what was happening. I was just too dumb. This is, like I said, it's totally on me. Paul says, I've been triple killing the boss each day. Damn, son. Yeah, the goofy buffs make it a little more difficult. I would assume like 1 or 2 of them are like easy, but like some of the ones are straightforward, right? The burning crit one and the electric crit one, obviously those ones are, I don't want to say free kills, but they're very easy to build around. But yeah, then you get like weird ones where it's like medium ammo pen. It's like, like that doesn't really work with a ton of units on this boss, because this boss, like, the 2 big ones that I can think of are the heavy hitters are Kyohan and Niketa, and that's shotgun and heavy ammo, not medium ammo. So like they can't, unless I don't understand how, unless maybe Kyohan's fire, what's it called? Oh my god, blazing stacks, blazing buffalo wings. What are they called? Scorch stacks, scorch marks. Unless her scorch marks are somehow considered medium ammo or something, I don't know. But I mean, I guess Chungju can at least benefit from it. Yeah, dude, see, Paul agrees with me. He's like, I think the close range one is a fraud. Yeah, I'm same way, man. I didn't know. Yeah, I've been having pretty decent luck, Paul, with the electric team. So I've been it's weird. This is more of a me thing because my account is not so cracked. So this is what I've been using for the electric team. It's this, and then I've just been borrowing this Niketa, and this gets me to about high 5,000s. I want to say like 5,800 ish. So I'm sure if you had like a segment 6 Springfield, it's weird because you're running a double support, but it's kind of not weird because Springfield's kind of awkward with team cleanses with how her abilities line up. Maybe at a higher segment, she's not so awkward at higher segments, because at higher segments she gets to get extra Confectus once she ults, and it kind of evens out the rotation. But anyway, this team for me, it's awkward because Nemesis just is literally here just to apply the defense down, and then these 2 are literally just taking turns doing the team-wide cleanse for a loss of stacks. So the only really damage out of this team for me is this segment 2 Bolo, which is not the craziest, and then this borrowed Niketa over here. So yeah, it is weird though, right? Especially if you're running the water units, like if you're doing a hybrid fire water team, right? Then it gets goofy. Yeah, I understand what you're saying though. Like I said, especially when you're doing triple runs. Like double runs is one thing, but yeah, once you get into the world of triple runs, you gotta be sweating pretty hard. Yeah, I do. Paul's like, I do think it's funny that Nemesis gets so much use in Gunsmoke, just because of essentially her, like I said, her defense down. Yeah, I mean, I love it. It's weird, but I love it because, you know, gotta rep the Nemesis cult, Team Nemesis. One day she'll get a 5-star version and like a real key, and you know, Nemesis will be a meta unit. But you know, until that day, I'll just keep huffing that copium. So let's just do some gambling, dude, while we talk here. Yeah, Springfield can cleanse. It's just awkward at segment 1, Paul. So you got it. So you turn odd number turns on turns 3, 5. Well, 3 and 5, you want to do single target cleanses, right? And then on turns 4, 6, and 7, ideally, you want to do AoE cleanses, right? To get the most amount of stacks. The single target cleanses, where is she? To get the single target cleanses, you want to do that just to keep the buff rolling. And yeah, you do that with the 1 key, which I think I got on her, right? Yeah, the fabricated life key. This is Colfane's key. So this is how you do the single target cleanses. It just gets a little awkward at low segments because if you have segment, I think 2 and above, let's look here. Yeah, so segment 2 and above, she gets to do her ult on the first turn and then immediately a second ability. And then 3, this just makes her scale off of 80, right? Yeah, so you need segment 2 and above to even out the rotation. Otherwise, you get this weird turn 1 where you ult, but you don't do anything else, which means turn 2, you have to start putting the buff on Tololo. It just gets goofy with free-to-play, or not free-to-play, but like low segment, because you don't get the nice smooth rotation. So it gets... I've had turns where I've had to refresh the buff on Tololo early, because I think it's like turn 3 it starts to get weird, because turn 3, Tololo still has some stacks of shared telepathy, but because you're going to ult on turn 4, but you won't have enough confederates to take a double turn, you have to like refresh it early on her, which is like really awkward because you don't want to. You want to have Tololo go, use up all the confectants, or her like do her 3 combo to do the shared telepathy. You'll use up all the stacks of shared telepathy, then refresh it. But the problem is if you do that, then her buff falls off, her debuff falls off, so that when you do it, you don't get the cleanse, which doesn't refresh the debuff. It gets really messy. It's just very suboptimal. And I'm like I said, I'm yapping about things people don't care about. Let's just gamble, dude. Let's gamble. First temple? Nope. Yeah, I mostly have her. So for me, especially at low segments, Springfield just is kind of ass for damage. So yeah, Paul's asking, Springfield cleanses 2. I guess you don't have her attacking much, and yeah, at least in my team comp, I don't. She's essentially there just to ult and give Tolol the shared telepathy stacks. And even if you have her a little higher segment too, most of her damage, like a lot of her damage, I want to say like 80% of it, comes from her minion. I forgot, Tazar or whatever his name is, Tazar. Flying around and slapping the enemy back, and like that's the majority of her damage. So she can literally just be spamming her shared telepathy on her teammates. And if you're running Tolol and Nikata, you just alternate who you put it on. That's kind of my understanding. And I'm doing something, reaching around my desk here. All right, let's see. This one I think is like, yeah, this is the guarantee because we are approaching the soft pity. I'm gonna try the Andrus Fire Team comp. It's the roughest team. Yeah, I would imagine, because who's doing the cleanses on that team? I'm assuming you're gonna use the Kyohan. I skipped right past her. I was too busy talking, but we knew this was coming. This is guaranteed. But I'm assuming you're gonna skip past, or you're gonna use the Kyohan self cleanse key to do the single cleanses, and then I guess Andrus's ult is gonna be the AoE cleanses. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. Although, because like I said, I don't know how else you're gonna do single target cleanses with Fire Team. With her signature. Did I get that wrong? Is it not a key? Is it a signature? Is it the weapon? Oh yeah, sorry. You're right. It's the weapon, not the key. I knew she had a self cleanse in here somewhere. I just couldn't remember. Like for some reason, thought it was a key. I guess not. You're right. Oh, it's from the target. This one is a removal from the target. Okay, that's I got him confused, but I was like halfway there. What are these other? I don't even use these other ones. You know, there's a lot of units and there's a lot of different kits. It's hard to remember all of them. We're gonna see if we can finish out the segment for Tolol tonight. I don't think it's gonna happen, guys. We have to win the 50-50 here. We have to get a character, and then we gotta win the 50-50. Whoop-ah! Nope. Oh, yeah, that's right. If you have V2 Vector, duh. Derp derp. Although, I'm thinking, how do you don't want to AoE cleanse on turn 3 with Andrus, though, right? Because then that would mean there's no buffs on turn 4 to cleanse, which would mean you'd lose the stacks. Right? Unless you somehow don't cleanse. Did you mean Andrus cleanses on 4 and 7? Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. Yeah, all right, 4. We're on the same page. We're connecting telepathically. Yeah, good luck with that. That's gonna be annoying to have to micromanage all that. I don't know. What do you guys want to do? I had this goofy idea of putting together what I'm gonna call the sandbag free-to-play team, and I was thinking to make like some of this stuff more interesting, right? Like, so I checked expansion drill boy here. You know what? Let's just do this. It's gonna take 30 seconds, right? We're gonna ignore all the mechanics. I remember when we first had this boss. I think it was like the very first boss. Oh my god, it's even his nerfed version too, because they have like no stability. Oh my god. Oh, and they got no HP. This is. We're just gonna hit this button. We're just gonna let. Oh, I bet you I have them ordered wrong. I bet you Vector's going last. I was gonna make a sandbag free. What are you doing? What is this? Thank you. So it's still gonna be fine though. But, yeah, I was thinking about making like a sandbag team that we can use for some of the videos or like the streams, so that everything doesn't die when I hit auto battle. Just to make it a little more fun and interesting. Pretend like we're back when the game got released and you had to use the littlest, tiniest bit of strategy. That I don't even think she's gonna die just standing out in the open. Yeah, dude. They don't even hit her hard enough to kill her. Although I'm just on the edge of my seat to see what happens next. Okay, so she is actually gonna go for cover. Alright, alright. Yeah, dude, these guys were kind of cool because it was like, they weren't too difficult, but there was like a lot of thinking you had to do, right? Because of how the mechanics worked. It made the fights interesting. You're trying to like keep track of both their abilities and stuff, and now you do exactly what's happening right here. And if they died without the buffs, I'm sure even if we give them the buffs, it's going to be pretty much the same thing. Right? Like, because, I mean, we could give them the big HP buffs to make it a little more interesting, but this is always the easiest way to go, right? Auto battle might mess this up, but we'll see. Let's just, whatever. I'm just going to see. Oh, dual defense. Interesting. Oh, we're too far. Too far. Yeah, they're only going to live for 2 turns, so what does it matter? And there we go. This is 18, right? I don't want to take this one just because I know auto battle's not going to be smart enough to kill one first. And I am going to change one thing. I'm going to actually make sure the units go in the right order. That's fine. Vector does not go at the end, though. Probably something like that. Yeah, that looks good. See if we can auto-play this while we talk here. Also, is there other bosses in the other mode unlocked this week too? Are you talking about the oh my gosh, I forgot the name of it. But yeah, I know what you're talking about. The Endrel's Projection, is that what it's called? It's got to be Endless Projector. I'm trying to think. There's no other modes. Why do you love jumping like right next to them in the middle like this? Like, you do know you don't get extra movement, AI. Yeah, I wanted to do extra endless projection. We could do it, Paul, if you want. I was gonna do it, but I saw the first one was like level 45. They died even faster this time, unironically. Probably because I reordered the units to actually take action in the correct order. We could do that. I just looked at it and I saw level 45 as the first one, and I'm like, oh god, another one of these. But because the endless projection, it's like it doesn't even matter if the boss is beefy at the end, because don't you just, I think you just do it multiple times. Like your score is cumulative every run you do, so you don't have to get all the points in one run. But let's just do it, right? Like, what else are we gonna do? Frontline survivors, we could do that. I didn't do the story for Andrus yet. I prepped all the material for the Zhengyu guide. I shouldn't say I prepped all the material. I did all of my homework on it, so I got all the information I need, and I'm considering releasing it early, just to see if I can undercut everybody else with the release schedule. Because I have like a video, or not a video, but like, you know, I have all the information that I need to give out in a really compact format. Because I'm guessing all people care about now after her rework is like, what does her skills do now? What's the rotation? What's the team? Like, do you still use her in the same team? And do you need her weapon or not? Right? I don't think anyone really cares about other stuff. Like, in guides and stuff, I usually go over like attachments and, you know, shit like that. It's like, I don't think anyone really cares about that. Because it's always the same answer, right? It's always phase strike or their specific element set. See if I can release it. Paul says I should release it early and see if I can beat the gacha tabby. We'll see about that. Let me look. I'm a little scared to look here because last I checked the. Actually, I don't know if I'm not going to check right now. I lied. I am, because I figured a way with technology to do it. Yeah, my Andrus video has like literally no views. And I'm going to guess that was because I was 4 or 5 days late releasing it. People like really for either want it day one or not at all. That seems to be the trend that I'm seeing. I'm looking here. Yeah, but my channel just doesn't get a lot of traction to begin with. After I uploaded the video, I checked to make sure that it was coming up in search results, and it is like the 3rd or 4th search result, maybe the 5th, depending on you know, who you've previously watched and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing, Paul. It's like it's a combination of small audience, and to be honest, it's like you don't really need guides, right? Like if you're a min-maxer, right? Like someone like you, Paul, would probably need it, right? Like if you're using it for Gunsmoke and stuff, you'll probably actually need to know what the units do. But the vast majority of people can literally just put phase strike on every unit, hit auto battle, and just all they need to know is what team do they go in, right? And even then, you don't even really need to know, because unless you're min-maxing, it doesn't really matter. Like, for example, Chonju, while she's supposed to be in the fire team, just slap her at any team. She works just fine. See? Easy. It's the only thing I don't like about these, is that there's always secret objectives. Whenever I hit auto battle, they never do them right. They're not secret, they're right there in front of you, but the AI still doesn't do it right. We'll just believe in ChatGPT here until ChatGPT proves me wrong. Stand next to the flaming terrain. Yes, dude, all these spots you can pick, and that's the one. All says, I mean, I can read, so unless someone's kit is really weird, hello Yuhi, it's not hard to figure out. Yeah, I know, but actually, you know what, Paul, you say that, but as we've discovered time and time again, the average gacha player cannot actually read. So, you know, it's like it is funny. Yeah, well, he says having the correct keys as well is also an important part of a character. And you're right, but it is one of those things where sometimes the characters just have good keys and you can kind of get away with taking whatever. And other times there's like total traps. Like, why does it say in progress? He did it all. Weird interface, right? Like, why does it say 1-1 in progress? It's like, bro, we just did that. We're moving on, right? We did get 200. Yeah, moving on. Like I said, I'm with you guys. I'm not complaining the game is necessarily too easy. I mean, it's a little boring. There's got to be a nice in-between that they can do. It really does. We're gonna see. We're gonna see in the next upcoming like month or two. I've really got my eyes on the direction of the game because so they obviously started adding all the, like the quote harder content, whatever they call them, heroic contents or whatever people are translating the name as. And then, like I said, after we did the discussion last week about the wheelchair characters and stuff, I'm really interesting to see the direction they take. Just game difficulty as a whole. Lewis looks pretty strong from what I've seen, but not like stupid OP. She's definitely not on the same tier as AK-15, but she has, from what I've seen, she has flexibility with how her kit works. In that she doesn't have to be strictly pure fire team, even though she kind of wants to be, but she can get away with other teams. Specifically, I've seen her work pretty well with water units, because one of her abilities triggers, it's the end of every ally's turn, and then obviously units like Tolo take like 3 turns in a row, so that just lets it trigger a million times. So there's nice synergies there, but none of the characters are like so stupid OP that it invalidates the difficulty of the game. Which is fine, right? And once again, I should also mention that I'm talking at Segment 6. Segment 0, standard character, she's just kind of like whatever. That is a thing in the difficulty I'm not sure. I'm just not sure. Because, one, I don't know if they should balance around Segment 6. But at the same time, it's a weird one, right? So it's like Segment 6 is whale territory, right? So the only people who care are just going to throw money at it. And because of that, everyone expects Segment 6 to be really strong, which is fine. The balancing, I guess, needs to be done between Segment 6 characters, right? Like, is AK-15 Segment 6 equally as strong as, like, Lewis Segment 6 or something like that? Or, you know, vice versa. Ikeda Segment 6. That's fine. And I guess that's probably the best way they could balance that kind of stuff. Because it's really hard. They do, in my opinion, a really poor job of balancing Segment 1s and 2s. Like, Jingyu, for example, her current kit works at Segment 0, right? She does a ton of stability break, but it makes her rotation incredibly awkward and, in my opinion, kind of cancerous to use. Because you end up doing this, like, weird... I don't want to get too into the details on her kit because it's a little complicated, but long story short is she's got one of those, like, she's got, like, Kyohan where it's, like, you do an action and then you get to do a bonus action afterwards or extra command. And so you end up with these weird turns where you're, like, using skill 1 into your ult with the extra command, but then you have nothing to do the following turn, so you use your skill 2, but then your ult is not off cooldown, so then your skill 1 into, like, a basic attack, because all your other abilities are on cooldown, so it's like, it feels really awkward to, like, use a skill, have a bonus action, or a bonus command, and then you're stuck doing nothing with it. Meanwhile, if you go up to Segment 2 with her, it fixes the whole rotation. The rotation goes, kind of like Kyohan, it's like, skill 1 into ult, next turn it's skill 2, and then skill 1 into ult, next turn it's skill 2, and you just keep that rotation the entire time. So, I hate it when they do that kind of stuff, personally, because the character feels like a completely different character at different segment levels. And this is an opinion. This is just straight opinion what I'm about to say, but, like, it bleeds a little too much out of the free-to-play territory for me. right? I don't mind when characters get stronger because of like numbers increases and stuff, or like synergies with other characters. I don't like it when the characters function differently at different segment levels, because like if you're not gonna go for segment 1 or segment 2, like the character just feels like a different character. Like it just feels really awkward, and it almost is like noticeably awkward to the point where it just screams they're only doing this because they want you to spend money. That's what I don't like. I don't like that in any game. I don't like that in this game. I don't like that in any game. I feel like characters should be totally functional regardless of like how many segments you have. And the segments should really determine strength, team building, and like synergies. That's just my take on it. Yeah, Paul. There's so Paul says we're getting the new hard mode peak value assessment and the flower thing, which is remolding pattern, I believe they're calling it, and that is supposed to be like a secondary stat system upgrade system. Like I don't really know how to describe it, but Paul says the difficulty spike of Gunsmoke, I'm assuming you mean this most recent Gunsmoke, caught a lot of folks flat-footed. Even the top platoons missed some kills. I'm gonna guess the top platoons missed some kills only because they were being lazy. Because it's not necessarily super hard to get a kill. If you have, like I said, if you're a top platoon, you're all whales, right? I don't think it's necessarily hard to get a kill if you're whale crew. I think a lot of them are just lazy because A, Gunsmoke is like killing the community in more ways than one. For example, I've been trying to replace people in our platoon because they gave me whatever platoon deputy or whatever it is, and I said I'd help them try and find some new members because we're up to like 10 people short now. And dude, I just can't find anybody. I've been putting advertisements out, just like literally nobody wants to join platoons for Gunsmoke. And I see so many people advertising, and just not enough players to fill the slots. I'm gonna guess there's a lot of guilds out there that are like 4 or 5 people playing by themselves with their friends, and like that's about it. That's the only way the numbers are staying like kind of easy. But anyway, so what I meant to say by that is I think that the top guilds, they don't have to, right? Like they miss a couple kills, but it doesn't matter because I'm sure they'll still walk away with rank 1, right? As long as they keep it up. Because the EN side is just super not competitive at Gunsmoke because they don't want to be. I don't think it's necessarily a skill issue, especially when it comes to top players. I think it's literally just like a global players for every game. I've noticed like they don't really buy into the leaderboard stuff nearly as much as in other genres of games. Like for example, Honkai Star Rail, there's like websites and stuff that calculate 0 cycles and like top ranking. Like there's like a whole ranking website for people to see how few limited characters and limited like weapons you can use to kill the boss, right? And they have like rankings and stuff. The Western players, they don't care about that. Global, they don't give a crap. It's all like the Chinese players that do that. Just the Western side, just like, I don't know, for whatever reason, they're more like, hey, it's a gacha game. I just want to play and have fun and chill, right? I don't want to be doing like ranking stuff, which is totally fine. Just a different mentality. All right, I got to pick a different team now because that team went night, and I think we're gonna do. I see a lot of enemies. I think we're gonna do Cluckers. She just, just makes it easy. We're gonna need... where is she? Mishti. I'll put Preeti in here just for funsies. And then who should be our healer, guys? Who's just a generically good healer? Are you Century? So can't do that. Kensenia, it doesn't work well with AoE. Because she needs targeted people. Let's try Yuhi. This is probably gonna... I don't know if Auto Battle can manage this. You need to go first. You need to go. But you need to go real first. I guess either one. Paul says, I agree all characters should have functional kits at segment 0, and even top platoons have recruitment issues. Yeah, right now, for sure. Bust a move, Yuhi. Competition is really in the top 10, is what Paul says. Well, at least for our servers, right? For global, especially. I'm sure on the other servers, like maybe the Chinese or the Korean servers, maybe it's like competitive all the way up to top 1%, but in our server, for sure. I saw it when I was trying to get recruits. I saw literally top 100 guilds trying to get recruits, and like they weren't even requiring three runs a day. I don't even think they were requiring everyone to have full segment 6 rosters. I think it was really Cluckers. Are you gonna die up here? Oh, lived! She lived! Now, here's the question: Can Yuhi bail her out? I don't think so. She's taunted now too. Are we about to witness the first AI mistake? Did ChatGPT fail us? Heal the right one. No, that's not the right one. But she did trigger the global. Oh my god. Did you... She used the wrong one. You only got 2 dances. You had a 50-50 chance. You had a 50-50 chance of picking the right dance. I think we're cooked, boys. Oh, no, we can kill him. False alarm. I am going to directly intervene here for one more turn, though, just so she doesn't die. Can you zoom? You can't, because... Oh, right here. Can you stand next to him? Will that hit him? It will. This looks dangerous, but it'll be fine. Maybe, sort of. I just needed to move her up so that Yuhi could heal her. Although I should have ended closer to that guy so he was uncloaked, but you know, we all make mistakes in life. Some people's mistakes are bigger than others, though. AI can figure out the rest. I just need to do at least this. That's the heal one, right? Why is it not going to heal her? It's better just not be showing it. Oh, I messed up. Even I got... See, Paul, you're not the only one who gets these kits confused. I forgot. It's the end of the action, isn't it? So we got to do this. What's the range? Oh my god. This is it's so... Dude, it's such a disaster. Because I need to attack something. Alright, Meech T. Oh, you can't get close enough. Dude, this is... Alright, we're gonna use... Oh, this is on cooldown. It's... Whatever, dude. Whatever. Let's just... Oh my god. This is so... I think Cluckers is just gonna take a timeout here. And we're just gonna hope that this guy doesn't attack. Probably shouldn't even aggro these guys right now. I'm trying to... Dude, I actually don't know what I'm doing right now, guys. I'm making lots of mistakes. AI really messed this up. You know, you walk away for 1 minute. Just gonna hit. Just to ruin the stability. I'm just gonna hope this scout doesn't come over here and kill Cluckers. Because she's not gonna heal till her turn. Ooh, I think we got lucky. Okay, so now when Cluckers goes... Actually, oh, even more. He moved away, but we can... Oh my god, dude, this is... Oh, dude, the game is trying so hard to mess with me right now. Cannot get past any of this terrain. Jesus Christ, dude. Whatever. This is the world's saddest ult. But she should heal up at least, and then when Yuhi goes, I don't think we can clap this guy this turn. Dude, this team is such a mistake. Can we do? We can't do nothing, dude. It's Doesn't even really matter. I mean, I could pull him out of cover, but for what reason? Oh, dude, this is cancerous. She's gonna heal this whole squad up, so it shouldn't matter. Shouldn't. She should bust a move to heal the whole team. Yeah, okay. Sorry, I'll get back to my stories and my ranting with you guys in a second here once I watch. I'm trying to fix the AI's mistakes, and I don't know if I'm doing a good job. I think I might be doing a worse job than the AI. It's funny how like one couple turns of mistakes have cascaded into a very big problem for this. If we have Michi run up here, does she have one more turn of Dream Guardian? She does. But she doesn't necessarily need to be in the ult. Maybe just kill some of these idiots. Fuckers is gonna. I should hold up. Hold up before I just start assuming. Yeah, I'm gonna actually make sure it's dead before I just walk away and say case closed. All right, all right. Now I can walk away and say case closed. Darn, that's not gonna be close enough. But once again, she should do a dance and heal everyone. And I think we're okay. Can she not? I guess she can't do it. For some reason, I thought she could do it to herself, but I guess not. Just refresh on everybody. Yeah, also, casual streamer fail. Yeah, no biggie. Don't mind me, guys. I'm just trying to, like, you know, be one with the EN community. It's just, can that hit Cluckers? Oh, it's just wrong. Wrong ability. This is the ult. But we're gonna put the goop puddle down. We got him, boys. We got him. Wonder if that bug ever got fixed. Maybe it did. I wasn't paying attention if she had ticked down a turn, but hopefully this is just killing me. Yeah, good. All right, cool. Now we can go back to talking about whatever we were talking about. Oh, it's an evacuate. I didn't even realize. Jesus Christ. Here, ChatGPT, even you can evacuate units, right? As long as there's not a time limit on this. Retreat, yeah, okay. But I'm like looking at that. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, Gunsmoke stuff. Also, I think the only ones doing full 3-hit requirement is top 10, and even that's a bit like sussy. Why is she just in space? Also, I noticed that the audio, every time I use Mishi, I remember that the audio bug, after she uses, I think it's her ult, that like annoying static noise in the background, they still have not fixed that to this day. That's a big, what are you doing, Mika? What are you freaking doing? You'll notice it now that I've pointed it out, at the end screen there, you notice it real hard, but anytime she uses her ult, it just has that annoying static background noise the entire fight. Okay, let's not use that team again. That was not a fun team. That team is like... God, I can't wait for AA12. We'll do Fire Crew again. This will plow through this side. And then when we get to second side, I'll use the water friends. Yeah, pulses. You can see the massive score drop after top 5. I believe it. I noticed even the top ranks. Like I figured, yeah, it would be 3 different. It'd be like the top guilds or platoons or whatever, all like fighting out for the top spot, and they'd all be very close because I would assume everybody in those platoons would be doing 3 kills a day. So it'd be like almost the same score, give or take a couple thousand for people who made mistakes or whatever. But there is a big difference, even in the top 2. It's like, it does seem like some of the top guilds like aren't even really trying. And it's one of those things, it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy, right? If nobody else is taking it seriously, like, why should you guys take it seriously? That's kind of where my platoon is at, I can tell. It's like a lot of people like have either stopped trying or they're putting in like the bare minimum effort, because like, even though we probably won't make top 5% this time around because we're missing so many members, it's like, that's the thing, it's like, there's just nobody wants to try anymore. Oh, you guys, you're like 2nd place, and you guys, a third of your platoon can't triple kill. That's not a requirement for your guild? Well, I mean, like I said, as we just discussed, probably not, right? Like, doesn't need to be, right? You guys are like top 5, and you're not even, you know, forcing triple kills for your group of people. Like I said, not too surprising, but I remember, I'm just trying to think of when the platoon system was first being introduced, people were trying to like guess like how serious people were going to be about it. And like, I remember the initial guilds trying to figure out like what kind of recruitment criteria they wanted to have. And they were kind of guessing that it wasn't going to be a hard requirement to do 3 kills a day, but I'm pretty sure the top guilds thought for sure. They're like, oh yeah, top 100, like every top 100 is going to be 3 kills a day. Everyone's gonna be segment 6 whales, right? Like, that's kind of not the case. Okay, so you're saying, yeah, so Paul says with the bear or berserker, it was a requirement because he was a fraud. Really, game? I look away for 1 minute. What happened here? Oh, did the ninja, dude, whoa, he slingshot him. Damn, son, he actually kind of played that real good. He slingshotted himself all the way, really? From there? Jeez. Okay, let's go to the beginning of turn 3. Where was he? Oh, he literally just didn't get attacked at all. That's fine. We can fix that, I think. We just need to have more than one guy attack. Oh, that's a lot. Lot of bros. Actually, with Centurisi, what is happening with his positioning? I think Centurisi will kill him because, like, with a crit. Yeah, multiple crits. And that lets Vector come over here. Of course, she's got the wrong. I don't think it matters which one of these we attack. Once again, I gotta step in for chat GPT while we're trying to have a nice friendly conversation here. Surely this won't backfire. Chat GPT, you got this? No, don't move her up! Jesus Christ! Just literally. One job. Luckily, like I said, it works both ways. This guy, instead of killing her, decided to just go fuck off. Are you really now? Centuries is not gonna heal her too. Well played, dude. Well played. It's okay. It worked. Jesus Christ. Why do I even try? But yeah, Paul was saying it was a triple kill for his guild requirement because the bear was a was a fraud. The new bosses get bigger health pool, and it's just like do three hits and, you know, do your best, son. Like that's what my dad says. Oh, dude, Paul's like, oh, it was a race last season, but one person bricked a run, so it was all ogre. Yeah, I could see why that'd be really frustrating when it's so easy to kill the boss, right? It's like I have noticed that, but this boss and the one that's like on some of the CN bosses that we haven't experienced yet, it is the same thing. It's like there's a much higher ceiling for points, which is cool. What am I looking for? I'm looking for Hydra units. Much higher ceiling. I don't know. Maybe the AI will use Sabrina correctly. I doubt it, though. Oh, watch out, guys. It's Sextans. Watch out! She's got a gun! She's got a railgun! I was wondering, like, are they going to summon the dog? Or are they just not going to... So now I'm just, like, enthralled to see how bad the AI makes decisions. But yeah, the bosses on CN and stuff, they have much higher like total HPs and like score thresholds, so that yeah, the top guilds don't get in these awkward like standoffs of like it just matters who gets their 3 runs a day at max score done fastest, or you know it's just waiting for one person to make a mistake. And like for example, 2 seasons ago it was like, oh, I accidentally killed the boss a turn early and I missed out on 100 points because of it, and now the guild's all mad at me or something. Well, is it time to upgrade from ChatGPT to Homo sapien neural net? I don't know about that, dude. We make fun of ChatGPT because it's so stupid, but you know, I'm gonna be real. Did she just die? Did she just stand in the fire and... Really? Do I really gotta babysit? How did she die? She was at full health. Is this because she has so many hanging piece marks? What is going on here? What happened here? Just, you know, we try and have a fun time and we just can't. I'm gonna experiment. I think he attacked over here, right? Trying to figure out. Well, just see what the AI did. The AI walked out into the open. Oh, he attacked the one guy you're not supposed to. This is the damage reflect or healing reflect one, right? Which one is it? Is it? I know this is the idiot that like he turns healing into. Well, how did? I am still a little confused on that because that's a radius, right? Like it's showing that she's gonna die for sure. She won't die from it. How? Is it this passive? Oh, damage reflection. That's why. Game. Well, we can fix that by just not killing ourselves, right, guys? Did Springfield... Like I said, as long as I'm here, as long as I unpaused it. See if Springfield did her job. Probably not. Is there literally nobody? Literally no one. It's okay. We can put some stacks on Niketa. Tempted. And I will. See if we can... They messed up the rotation. God, AI, what are you doing? Now I'm starting to feel the pain when people complain about, Please tell me this does not need line of sight. Of course, it doesn't do enough damage. Well, whatever. I'm starting to understand why people complain about, auto battle. I don't ever use it usually, except when I'm trying to talk with you guys. Oh, we only had to kill her. Why do I even try this AI, dude? Just literally got to do everything yourself, you know? You want something done right, you got to do it yourself. Where is Sextans? Where is she at? All right, she's up there. Okay, guys, it's not that hard. You know what? Just start putting damage on her. I don't care. Strip the stability. Throw some goop. Sabrina or Springfield, can you hit her with this? No, you know what? I want you to clean up trash first. Niketa, can you not be stupid as well? Like, summon the dog on the turn 1 because I don't have high segments, so we gotta do it the old-fashioned way. Okay. Olo, you have 3. Count them, 3 actions. Surely you can get shit done. It's the best way to get shit done, though. This should go, yep, this should cause stability collapse, so we don't have to worry about his stability. We still got 2 more actions, so we can come here. I'm gonna guess he's gonna die to the doggo, so I'm not gonna worry about him. Finish this guy off. And finish this guy off. And I come over here actually and do it. And now I got to kill just the sewage skipper is the only one that I gotta worry about. Yep, got him. Rest in peace, doggo. So we need to not kill Sextans because that ends the mission. Let's... Sabrina, can you hit this guy? No, you can't, can you? Somehow you're always 1 tile short. There cover from this direction? There is, but it's super awkward. She get it this way. She still can't. Oops, misclick, but oh, that's what we're going with. This should be okay. Then we will give... I think we want to give Niketa... Tolo still has another turn of the lots of confectants, so... I think we'll give that. Now the question is, can I... I need to like do like a little bit of damage. Not a lot of bit of damage. Can someone explain this one to me? Why can I shoot like that, but I can't shoot like this? Does this one not need line of sight? Okay. Weird. Yeah, I guess this one... I mean, I figured he was flying. Guess he doesn't have that trait. I thought flying units don't get benefit from cover, but I guess that's only certain flying units. Okay, well, we can start chunking him, I guess. We don't want to do too much damage at a time. And then we'll have this go on Sextans. Tolo has a triple turn, so we'll do this. Kind of body blocked myself by both these units. This should kill that, alright. I think we're still 1 objective short, right? I gotta... 36. I gotta kill all these idiots. Can I kill this guy first? Yeah. Let's just go right here. I don't think Sextant kills anybody in 1 shot. If there's one thing Sabrina's good at, it's being thick. In multiple ways. Explosions everywhere. Okay, let's come to here. I don't like fire, I like water. Splash. You have to give her shared telepathy. So many hanging piece marks, oh my god. Niketa is stuck on this side of the wall, which is not the end of the world because she's just got to summon the doggo. Although I do want her in range to actually shoot something next turn. This box is so annoying. Eh, well, whatever. Full body block. I think Tolol is gonna clean this all up. Darn. Not exactly the way I planned it, but this works. Really? Really, what is going on here? Game is being real fussy about angles. Whatever. Okay, we did it, guys. Once again, I had to fix the mistakes of my predecessors. Pay that AI tax. What were we talking about again? Paul says, I'm legit worried about how Dicecraft 2.0 will go. With no Lind or AK-15, we're going to have to borrow Cluckers for every team again. Are you sure that he's going to be next? Did they? I don't remember them saying that. Did they? I'm trying to think back in the stream if I saw anything about Dicecraft, but... Because there's, I mean, I would expect... Well, you're right. Most likely they're going to do the major event next, which will be Robella and Leva. I'm going to guess Lind is going to be directly after that, but they could switch the order up a little bit. Yeah, I mean, he's in order, right? But they could just do like what they did with Berserker and just rerun him like 3 times in a row. I wouldn't even be surprised if they do. Well, 3 seasons of Chaos would put us in December, right? It's once a month. Think about that. No, it'd be like late November. Mid to late November would be really? It's the weekly it's the weekly boss and it's the projection boss? Like, come on, man. Anyway, so yeah, it'll put us mid-November. We might have Lind by then, to be honest, dude. We're definitely not gonna have AK-15, but there's a small chance that they could do the major event. Oh, they couldn't. They couldn't, could they? Because it's an extended patch. You're right, it is going to be kind of a mess. I agree with you. Good luck with that. Is this one of those ones where you just have to do weakness damage, weakness damage, weakness damage? Yeah, this is literally just the fire team. Go away. Go away. This is how we're going to do. This is how we're gonna do this, guys. There's mechanics, but we're gonna ignore them as usual. Although that didn't work out too well last couple times. Oh, we get to use 6 units? Jesus Christ. I don't even have 6 fire team units. Who's gonna sub in? You know what we can do? We can do this. We can do water team. I just realized I didn't. We got a dupe for Tolo, and I never even unlocked it. Okay, let's... That's actually correct. Well, Springfield should probably go... Yeah, actually, that's fine. I'm going to do one thing, because the AI won't do it, and then I'm going to see if Auto Battle can figure the rest out. Let's do... He's got water weakness already. Don't need to put it on that one. Tolo is going to attack this one. I'm just going to take Tolo's turn first, because this doesn't really matter how much damage you do. It's just weakness based, I believe. Right, because it's going to be points 3. Yeah, it's literally just... Yeah, it's all literally just points based. So we're just going to do... I'm just going to do this one part, because I know the AI can't figure out the correct rotation, although this will kind of lock it into the correct rotation from here on out. Okay, and go for it, ChatGPT. Don't let me down. And even if you do, it doesn't matter because we just restarted. Yeah, Linda's definitely got to be after the next major event, although, you know, there's 2 wolves inside of me, and one of them says, please bring Florence for just personal reasons. That sounded really inappropriate. That's not the kind of personal reason I was talking about. I just like her as a character. Although I like Lind a lot too. Lind's really cool. Lind has always been one of my favorite characters. I'm really questioning. I'm thinking about things right now, and I'm wondering when we're gonna get to see the PNC collab on our end. I don't think there's any spoilers related. Oh, there might be spoilers related to the AK-15 AN-94 story. That's unfortunate. Yeah, we might have to wait a long time for the PNC collab. That's not great. But the yeah, okay, it did figure itself out here for the rotation at least. I think Florence is the only character we can get. Maybe Lewis. No, Lewis is tied to PNC. I don't think there's any way we get Lewis early because she's supposed. I mean, we talked about it, all the drama surrounding Lewis. I feel bad for Lewis, right? Like, she's a cool character and she was like interesting and everything, but the way they presented her enraged the community so hard because they thought that was like not just they. I also thought same thing. I'm like, really, Lewis? Because they made it seem like she was going to be the only character from Project Neuro Club that was like kind of like crossing over, and so she got a lot of unnecessary flack. I feel really bad for her because she's, like I said, a cool character. They just really goofed with her. Yeah, he's doing pretty good this time, as long as I don't get dragged into this pit. Which actually, now that I'm looking around, did someone get dragged in this pit? I was not paying attention. I was reading chat. Where's Springfield? Is she okay? Is she safe? Okay, she's over here. We're good, guys. We're good. You go yet? Here, let me help you out, AI. Back to your regular programming. Yeah, I think we're gonna, from here on out, I think the best thing we can hope, Paul, is that we just get everything at an accelerated rate to catch up with CN. I don't think we're gonna do much bouncing around in the order of what's getting released because a lot of them are tied to events. And like I said, Florence, I guess, and maybe... I guess that's kind of it now I think about it. Right, because Lainey or UMP40, I think that's it. I think that's how you say her name. Lanny, whatever. She is also tied to story reasons, so you can't have her early. Linda's a fair game. Lewis is not fair game. Florence is fair game. Well, even Lynn's is not really fair game. Her story is a little bit. Her event is a little bit of a tie-in. Yeah, it's gonna be a mess. There's no way around it, dude. It's just gonna be a mess. Springfield, I hope you heal this turn. I don't know what's going on with this team. Okay, we're good. Everything's back to good. Yeah, exactly, Paul. They're pretty much caught up. I'm really excited to see them accelerate their schedule to get us. Oh yeah, well Jiang Yu, yeah, but Jiang Yu's coming out in like a couple weeks. But yeah, I'm excited to get us on the same schedule as the CN. Maybe we'll get Titan back and get to bully him, and Dicecraft 2.0 might be a mess. It's true, once again, there's no reason they couldn't just change up the order that the Gunsmoke bosses come in. You're right, we haven't seen Titan literally, maybe saw him one time, right? I think we only saw him one time. God, this is... What was their plan when they made this game mode, guys? Can someone translate this into me? And what was the sit down at the meeting? Is like, hey, let's have a game mode where you fight 2 HP sponge bosses, but you don't actually have to kill them. You just gotta hit their weakness type a ton. I'm not really sure. I'm a little confused by this game mode. It was like they wanted to do What's the other one that's going on right now? Not Endless Projections, whatever, the expansion, not expansion drills, whatever it's called. I don't know. This is just weird. Yeah, Paul says if they want to sync us up, they're gonna have to do something goofy with the bosses. That's fine by me. And to be honest, I think a lot of EN players are fine. Maybe the top Gunsmoke teams will be a little upset about it, but I'm gonna assume that they're gonna be mad about it just because they won't be able to plan ahead. And they, to be honest, better get used to it, because once we catch up with CN, there's going to be a lot of not knowing what's happening next going on, right? Like the training wheels are off once we catch up. It's going to be everyone. Whenever there's a new character, no one's going to know if segment 6 is worth getting or not. We're going to all have to like figure it out together. It's going to be, I'm really excited for it. I'm like super excited for it, but there will be no more hand-me-down strats. There'll be no more like proven, like min-maxed things, you know? Dumb says they will very likely change Gunsmoke bosses to create pressure, need for whatever banner units are coming and currently running. I could see that, because Gunsmoke is one of the few ways you really motivate people to buy segment 6 characters. So it is really like whale bait. Although they've been talking about they're redoing Gunsmoke, so who knows? I still wonder when that's going to happen. Also, we've capped out the points for quite a while now, and we literally just have to keep going. Will it not let us? It won't let us stop. Literally is going to make us go for 10 rounds. Gunsmoke feels like something Mika feels obligated to put in the game. All gacha have some sort of limited character check. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's not really a limited character check. It really is a whale check, because like limited character check makes me think things like expansion drills. Like for example, in Star Rail, that's how they do it. They do. You're right. There is sort of like character checks in that for like the their version of Memory of Chaos and you know, those kind of things. Although that's similar to how expansion drill works for us. There's no PvP mode in that game. So there's although they are adding a new like essentially whale mode for those game modes, right? Where it's like there's gonna be like a mega giga ultra hard boss that you have to essentially have a lot of segments across your account to be able to beat in a reasonable amount of time. So they are adding it to that game too, but like to me, I feel like Gunsmoke really is a whale check, because it really capitalizes on people who want to min-max specifically for top rankings, right? And the only way you're getting top rankings is if you're in a whale guild with a bunch of whales. So it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy, right? It's like it's to encourage those players to spend more, and the only people who are really allowed to compete are the ones that spend a lot. It's weird. It's just, I don't know how to explain it. Well, he says, a shame there isn't more like Cypher where you need to use the doll's kit. Yeah, but doesn't that defeat the whole purpose of, like we said, to not just to shill units, but to shill like segments, right? Like if you gave someone a pre-made character and said like, okay, here you got to use these characters and these kits, you know, it's like that doesn't really encourage you to buy more of them. Yeah, see, Paul, I think is starting to get to, once again, we're getting back full circle on the conversation about, like, because there's no other difficult content. So Paul says Gunsmoke is the only mode that actually lets you use a character's full kit. Suntarisi really only works in Gunsmoke, and her kit is kind of trash outside of it. And I 100% agree with you, because you're right. It's not just her, right? Like, There's very few pieces of content. Did we get enough, or do I have to run it again? Oh, perfect. We're good. I'll be honest, guys. I hit auto battle at the beginning, and I've been reading chat and talking with you guys the entire time. I did not pay attention to what was going on screen, so I didn't even know if we were good enough. But like I said, even something like this, it's literally called extreme projection. It's like it's not. And you're right. It's like because simulation exercise. This is the one I was thinking about earlier. But it's like there's no content that lets you go through a 7-turn rotation, and even beyond that. And this is also a little annoying too because Gunsmoke is always 7 turns. That's another way. Add another one to the list of 1,000,001 ways you could fix Gunsmoke, but you could also have a version of Gunsmoke that's not 7 turns. Maybe one that's 5, maybe one that's 11, maybe one that's, whatever, 8 turns. It's the only mode that lets you go 7 turns using the character's full kits, and it's you're right. Characters like actually get to use all their abilities, and like for example, you have to worry about things like did you bring defense down? Did you bring somebody who whatever puts attack up on all your teammates? Like you finally get into like some of the team building that you don't see in normal content. It's weird too because it's kind of counterproductive because the way they design teams for mono elements now, it's like, well, it's somebody in that mono element team brings what you need, so as long as you just assemble all the pieces, everything's checked off. But there's a couple teams that's not true for, mostly because they're still missing units, but you get the idea. There's team building concerns in Gunsmoke that you don't have, only because you're trying to min-max damage and stuff, and things like debuffs and removal. So I don't know. They really do need to rework Gunsmoke. I get what they were trying to do with it. I just think it was just a huge misstep, and they're still paying the price for it. But it's funny because, in a weird way, it's killing the game and it's keeping it alive at the same time, right? And nobody wants to do it. Like it's a pain in the ass for anybody who's not like really invested in it, which would mean like if you're not a super competitive player. Everybody else hates it, and they think it's like it like ruins their experience for the game, and they have a negative opinion of it because of that. But at the same time, there's also nothing else to do. So you have this weird problem of like no difficult content that's meaningful. Anybody who thought they were getting an XCOM style game is in for a surprise, because it's it's just not. So it's like it's keeping the game alive because it's at least giving the whales and like people who are like really really hardcore about the game something to do. But at the same time, it's like it also is like forcing people to get burned out on the game. So it's like in a really weird spot. I'm interested to see what they do with the game over the next couple months, because now that they've decided EN and CN are going to be caught up, and all the different servers are going to be caught up, they really need to buckle down and iron out the problems. It's actually kind of crazy to me that the game is going to be 2 years old now for the CN side, 1 year old for EN, but mostly 2 years old for CN, and it still feels like they're still trying to iron out problems that should have been solved when the game went live. Right? Like some of the stuff is like, okay, that kind of cropped up as the game expanded in its lifetime. Like for example, high segment characters being unbalanced with each other. But like having a repeatable like piece of endgame content that you can do, like Boundary Push was a total flop. Artifact Recovery was like, it was their version of trying to get simulated universe in the game, but like it kind of didn't. Like it's fun for the first couple times, and then it's not very exciting for a variety of reasons. And then even with the release schedule with like events like this, I mean, we're 2 freaking years into the game, and they're still releasing story events with level 15 mobs. Hardest level 24. Like I get it. You don't want to make it so that new players can't do the events. But Jesus Christ, is it really that hard to make a level 24 version of the fight and a level 60, 70, 80, 90? Who knows? Oh, that was something I want to say, Paul, earlier. I don't remember where we were talking about it way up earlier in the chat. I want to say it was during the fiasco of Klukai dying to the ChatGPT decisions. But Another thing that I've seen rumored in the game files is raising the level cap of units. See if I can. I don't want to say it's data mined, but there were screenshots, and I don't know where the screenshots came from, if they were from a developer account or something, but these things, right? There's 2 or 3 more versions of this thing that like come after the max rank one we use right now to get to level 60. So people are like, there's already talk of like maybe that they're going to raise the level cap. And to be fair, they did that in Project Narrow Cloud. They did technically do it in GFL1 as well, because they had the neural expansion system, or the mod key system. Jesus Christ, what do they call it in that game? Neural, whatever. Mod 3. They called them Mod 3s. And that went up to level 120 from the base 100. And then in Project Narrow Cloud, they went from 60 to 70. So I would not be surprised if they're going to raise the level on the commander level, which then by extension raises unit level. That could be a way to kind of reset the difficulty for the game. I don't know though. Dude, yes, Undon is like, this raising levels is the laziest fucking thing the devs could do, and it adds grind with no depth. And you are 1,000,000% correct, but devs do it. Not just this game either. Lots of different games do it, not just GFL. I mean, MMOs do it all the time. They, every expansion they like to reset or raise the level cap. There's just so many different games that do this kind of stuff. So I wouldn't be surprised if it happens. And while it is the laziest thing to do, at this point, if it's a step in the right direction, I'll just grind my teeth and do it. Because while it will suck to just farm obnoxious amounts of experience points to level your characters and whatever new expansion material they need, if it will give the devs a reason to make a new level, let's say 90 content or 80 content, and that's going to be the new baseline of like difficulty wise, I'm okay with it. Haika says, I'm just waiting for Sapo number 2, our little chaotic angel. Dude, I think a lot of people are. Ever since they teased her in the which event was it? Was it the Leva? I think it was the Leva / Robella event. Yeah, people were like, oh man, guess who's coming back? But then they like she just disappeared from the story. They're kind of doing that a lot. They've taken a couple characters now I think about, right? DP12 was in the trailer for like the way back trailer, and she's been mentioned now like twice in the game, but no outline on the horizon for her. Same thing, Star AR-15, also in the trailer, just no mention of her. I mean, like I said, Sapo is cool that she's gonna come back. We'll have to wait. No, dude, Paul, would you believe it? For as crazy luck I have for gambling, I have never ever. Can I even look? I don't know if I can look, but well, I know how I can prove it. I've never gotten a Peritia through those boxes. I literally am still sitting at base Peritia, and the only one I ever got was the very first whatever that selector banner is when you hit whatever 180 units or whatever when you first start the game. It's gone now, I can't show you, but whatever, the selector banner that was here, I used that to get a Peritia, and I've never gotten one since. Although I also don't dump, I don't do the exchange rate thing here. Right, you're talking about the mystery boxes, right? I don't do the exchange rate to, maybe, because it's streamer luck. How did I not think about this? We'll do a 10 pull. How did I never think about this, guys? 200,000? Oh my god, that's gonna break the bank. Not really. This is for you, Paul. Nope, my luck holds. I'll never see a Peritia out of one of these, but yeah, maybe you actually need to hold on to your experience. So, but I don't want to get you, I don't want to psych you out and make you start holding on to them, because like I said, that was all rumored. That could have been placeholders from the beta. Like I said, there's still placeholders from the beta in the game. Where is it? Vector, my love. Is it this? Can I repeat these missions? Whatever, you know, when you do these, like, I guess you can't repeat them, but when you do the missions for, like, the Affinity and whatnot, you get, like, the commander's drone, like, the little, like, armored vehicle drone, and you drive it around in those missions. That was from one of, like, the original closed betas where there was going to be, like, UAVs and stuff as, like, commandable in-game units that either did, like, battlefield-wide abilities or were just essentially just the commander via this vehicle. It was going to be like your version of, like, I'm guessing they were trying to go for like a this is you on the battlefield type thing, kind of similar how like Star Rail has like the Trailblazer is like a playable unit in the game and like that's supposed to be your character. So yeah, they still have a lot of stuff from left over for beta, so I don't want to fake you out and be like, oh yeah dude, totally level 90's coming soon, so start saving, because there's no proof whatsoever of that. I've just seen some screenshots of the items, and it's like there's no clue whether those were leftovers from, you know, leftovers in the game files or if it's something new. So just wanted to caveat that real quick. Yeah, so Heike says if they brought back one member of the AI team, they gotta bring back the others. So they had the part where Dandelion's like talking to what's supposed to be, I'm assuming, M4's consciousness, but they never really officially describe it. To be honest, dude, actually now that I think about it, it's such a mess because of all the rewrites and because of the disaster of GFL's ones. Last couple events, they had the writing teams like bickering and all that nonsense. It just they dug themselves. This is what I was talking about earlier, where it's been like 2 years now on the CN side, and the game still feels like we're just finishing up with like the closed beta test, because they've accumulated so much debt. The technical debt with the game systems, they've accumulated like story debt, the way they wrote stories, and like they're still trying to fix them, right? They've accumulated just like so many problems. Like I said, like gameplay debt, right? Like game features that weren't fleshed out, units that just don't function correctly. You know, you got units like Mosin that's just like doesn't have anything to do with the way they took the electric team's direction. Same thing with even post-release, right? Units like Deshevia, which are just severely underpowered for their role, and for like the team they fit on. Like she just does a crappy job of buffing a freezed team. To be honest, like I'd rather just have two Xiaomis on the team. Even with the mod key system, it got even worse. So it's like they've just accumulated so many mistakes that they're still trying to bail themselves out. And this is another one, like the AR team coming back and stuff. It's like they messed up the story enough that they have to, like, they're so busy trying to fix the narrative that I don't think they can just plop her back in the story. Because, you know, all that stuff that happened, I don't want to go into spoilers for people who are still playing GFL1, but like there's a lot of like questionable storyline decisions that got made with M4 towards the end. And it's like I still have no idea what they're gonna do to like try and make a nice, neat character package out of her. But God, yes, do I hope they bring her back, because she is probably one of the best written characters from the story. Oh, hey, what's up, Chada? Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, dude, I'm gonna end the stream here in a minute. I've been chatting and yapping. We got some other content to do, but we're way past our stream limit. Not stream limit, but I'm okay with just chit-chatting. We're getting into the good stuff now. Yeah. So yeah, Paul's like, to be less doomy. The CN folks say that the game has been improving and it's in the best state it's ever been. Oh, I agree with you, dude. I heard the most recent event, the one with AK-15, Corpusant, I think is the name. I don't know if that's going to get translated the same, but fantastic writing. I've heard some of the best in the series, which is great, and I'm really happy to hear that. You know, can they keep it up? We'll see. And to be honest, even some of the smaller things, like, did you guys do... What am I thinking of? It's not the Belka event was trash. I'll be real, but that's kind of old. But even the smaller stuff, like I think it was, I want to say it was like the affinity stories for some of the characters, not just Vector. Who's a newer character, especially even on CN side? I guess Yuhi. I didn't do hers though. Whoops. Don't at me. I mean, I leveled it. I just didn't read it. But they've been doing a really good job on the side stories for characters and some of the other stuff. So, oh yeah, dude. Let me give you a shot. Us like I find myself booting up GFL2 real quick each day for the daily hug. Here, let me help you out here, dude. Let me find her. Where is she? There we go. This is for my boy Chada. Come get a hug. Also, kind of immersion breaking there because there's a heartbeat, but there should be no reason for a heartbeat. Just saying. And everyone's like, shut up, dude. Just shut up. Nobody cares. What's that? Another piece of narrative debt is like they just cannot decide whether they want these things to be androids or machines or people. Like, really, in my opinion, they should have taken GFL2 as a good point in the story to be like, okay, we're rewriting the story a little bit. These are just human consciousness. Like humans, their consciousness have been put inside of a machine. Like that's like an android. Like that's probably the best way to approach it. And then you could like, or just, you know, do like Cyberpunk 2077. Be like, yeah, dude, they're like 80% machine, 20% human. There's still a brain up there and there's some organs and stuff. They could have gone that direction, but you know, they're still trying to play this weird game of like, yeah, they're fully machined androids, but like they're also people and they have emotions, and it's like, I don't know. It's just, they can never decide. Like I said in the, I think it was in the Belka's story? One of the stories recently was like, oh, they were talking about T-Doll's breathing and stuff. And it's like, there's no reason for them to breathe, right? Because they don't, it's not how, it's like they don't have lungs, right? They don't need oxygen. But the story just like kind of hand waves it again, as with everything. They just kind of hand like, oh, well, it's just to not trigger the uncanny valley effect. And it's like, it's just such a weak excuse. They really, in my opinion, should have just been like, yo, we're doing waifus, but they're in robots. Like they're people, but they're robots, because it makes the setting more interesting that way, right? Because nobody wants to be a normal, basic human in a post-apocalyptic setting because you just die. And it'd be real sad to see your waifus die all the time, right? Oh, Paul says, dude, Paul's giving us the lore, dude. Paul says she was a childcare, civilian model, T-Doll, probably given a fake heartbeat not to freak out the kids. And damn, dude, this is, now you're calling me out because I didn't read her backstory, right? I'm assuming it's these stories in here. No, not the gift. I can never navigate this. I'm assuming it's these, or are you talking from her story, her event story? I didn't read that yet, but either way, yeah, Paul's laying down the lore on me, and he's outing me as a fake fan. Good break, dude. I was busy this week. I didn't get a chance to. But that would be a legit reason, I guess. Tada's like, their wife changed my mind. Oh, is it in her character interaction? I must have missed that. Whatever. I'll do some research. I'll do Andrus research later, Paul, and I'll get back to you, and I'll prove that I'm a real fan. You won't have to be disappointed in me. Anyway, we're past long past the prime of this stream. I think I've worn out my welcome, so we are gonna wind down the stream. Next week, what do we got going on next week? I think it's just gonna be a casual whatever. I'm gonna try and get that Jengu guide out this weekend though. It's gonna be like, the hardest part I'm struggling with it is like, what do I use for visuals during the me talking part? I'm gonna really cut down on the yapping. I'm gonna try and keep it like 5 minutes or less, but I gotta figure out something that we can look at on screen, because obviously she's not in game to record with. I mean, she's in one of these. What is it? Not these. She's in one of these assessment drills somewhere, but they don't have her kit. It's just literally her basic attack. So I can't even record anything there. So, but anyway, I'm going to try and do that for this weekend. And next week, I have no idea what we're going to do next week. We'll just figure it out. Maybe we'll do, because we don't have gambling, right? I keep clicking the wrong one. This goes for another, yeah, we won't have a new banner next week. So, whatever, dude. We'll just hang out, dude. We'll just talk about, oh, dude, yeah. Ooh, Paul, that's not a bad idea. Wiki view and CN gameplay. Dude, maybe I should. That's not a bad idea, actually. Maybe I can spy some videos or stuff for us to. Well, I mean, yeah, I know you're talking about for the guide, but that also just sparked an idea. Maybe we can like kind of peek in on the CN side and just kind of do like we did for the last week when I was like talking about the whatever, I don't remember, Lewis or whatever. Maybe I'll get some gameplay videos of stuff. We can like kind of talk about it. That'd be kind of cool. We can just like spy on them and see. We can like look in the window from the outside and be like, wow, look at all the fun they're having in there. Anyway, dudes, we're gonna wind it down. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for hanging out with me. It's nice and refreshing to hang out with normal people instead of like some of the other members of the community. So I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate all the dudes that watch this video in the future. I know you're there. I know you're creeping on me, and I know you're watching, and I appreciate it. So thanks everybody, and we're gonna oh, you know what, let's do this real quick. You guys remember this? I hope this doesn't blow your ears out. There we go. Forgot all about the Andrus memes. That's what I should do. I should look up some more Andrus memes. But anyway, we're gonna end it, and I'll catch you guys next week. So look out over the weekend for more videos and stuff, and yeah, you guys have a great one. I'm gonna let this play for like another 30 seconds. Alrighty, dudes. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.